Hey everyone, this is Larry from wstrades.com doing a technical analysis update video on the indexes, which is NASDAQ, Dow, and the S&P 500. So we're going to look at their ETFs, the SPY, DIA, and the Qs. Right now, futures just now started trading about 40 minutes ago. Futures are slightly higher, no massive moves. Bitcoin, thank God, up about 0.5% right now and staying above 50,000, which, you know, I wasn't sure was going to hold again. So hopefully Bitcoin can stay above 50K and we'll start seeing a fat move up back to 60, but not really into crypto. So we'll just go over the other futures and the indexes, like I said. So first, let's go over SPY. So I was talking about these price levels before, very key levels. I thought if it dropped below 429, then, you know, we were going to have a run straight to 422, nothing to stop it in between, and that would have been a 100% retracement. And if that didn't hold, then we were in deep trouble. So luckily it held. We had a nice, about just over 1% rally today, but as you can see, it just cannot make it above 434. It's tried past 3 days. This what was this, Friday? Yeah, Friday ran through that 61.8 level and just got sold right back under it. Next day, tried to touch it, got sold under. Today, blasted through that level, got sold off, back into it. So right now we're just traveling in this tight little channel somewhere between about 434 and 429. So I'm waiting for this thing to close one way or the other before I make any huge moves. You know, play it bullishly if it can close above 434, bearishly if it gets dumped below 429. So, you know, just keep an eye on it right now. Just gonna stare at this thing traveling this channel. Next, we will go to Dow, which is DIA. And man, this is a tough one. The only thing that I can see from a technical standpoint is this looks like the bottom at about 337.42. Where you see this sell-off that we had in July, and then the rally, sold off back to that level and got bought. Couldn't finish below it, got bought back up, and then, you know, you had this little rally, sold off to it, and now we're just having these massive intraday moves where it's touching it and then getting either bought back up or, in this case, selling off to that level and getting bought off of it. So, I mean, right now we're in a slight little uptrend, but I mean, this thing, as you can see, we closed at about 343, and then the very next day had this fat sell-off, went right back where it started, and today, you know, we had this big move, but, you know, for what? I don't know. The only thing technically that I'm looking at is right now this about 337 level. So besides that, I'm probably not going to touch Dow. I don't see a whole lot of information that I could trade off of. So yeah, for right now, I just kind of staying away from it. But yet the only level I can tell you guys is keep an eye on that like 337 level. If it dumps below that, then this thing's going way down. And last, we're going to go to NASDAQ, which is ticker symbol QQQ. And man, this thing traded perfectly for me. I had pointed out this trend line that I'd drawn from November of last year, and it sold back off in March to this level. So I drew a trend line from here to here, had my right extension on, and as you can see, came back and traded off of it in May, hit it again. Then we're kind of in this fat uptrend, a little bit of a sell-off to the 21. Same thing, closed just below the 21, hit that 2 ATR level, sold off, and then, you know, this massive sell-off we've been having. I believe it was about 9% in this little span. and came down and touched this level, and I will zoom in. And as you can see, it sold through that, but then got bought right back up to it. So as soon as I saw that happen, I sold the at the money put spread. So my puts are the 351 and the 350 strike price. Got a nice almost 50-50 return to risk. So happy with it right now. With this big move we had today, I am up 70% on the trade, but I, holding my convictions. I don't think this thing's going below this trend line, so I'm holding on for max profit. It expires on Friday. I did it super short term just in case I was wrong. At least I'd have a little bit of help with the theta eating away at the contract prices. So, anyways, right now, same thing here. I don't know. Something could come out where they don't pass this House bill. This hurricane's coming or whatever. But I think that's kind of the bottom that I'm looking at is this trend line. And as you can see, since it's in an uptrend, every day it's going to be higher and higher. So we could sell off to it. Next day, just kind of chop around slightly higher. But I think this trend line's kind of the bottom for me. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on that. And that's all I got for you guys. Again, if you guys have any tickers you want me or James to look at, give our technical analysis on, leave it in the comments, and please like and subscribe.